21 minutes past the hour, you're listening to the Monocle Daily. Now, for the past 22 years, Colombian Miguel Caballero has been leading the bulletproof fashion wear industry, dressing dignitaries, Hollywood A-listers, regional heads of state, and even US rappers. His bulletproof clothing collection, entitled, did you know this, is entitled Moda y Seguridad. I like that.
Yeah.
Fashion and safety.
Security.
Security.
Yeah.
Assume. Bad translation there. The collection includes everything from leather and sports jackets, raincoats to tropical Caribbean shirts.
I guess I wear a no-name brand,
apparently.
Actually. It's a range that has made Caballero one of the world's most sought-after tailors among the rich and famous in the firing line. Now, in the wake of last month's shooting at a U.S. school in Newtown, Connecticut, the entrepreneur has rolled out a new collection of bulletproof clothes and backpacks for school children in America. Anastasia Maloney speaks with Miguel Caballero at his factory on the outskirts of Bogota.
On the company's factory floor, dozens of women sit in neat rows, heads down, in front of sewing machines. They're all gearing up to receive the first order of children's bulletproof clothes from the US. Since Caballero started his new line of bulletproof backpacks and attached vests and T-shirts for children, he's been inundated with calls and emails from worried parents in America wanting to know how they can protect their children in school.
After the Connecticut tragedy of the Newtown, we are receiving from the United States many requests to sell the product or to get any product like the protection for the kids. Requests for the children of the 4 years, and we have to say no, we only have a solution between 8 to 16 years old.
His children's clothing line, with prices ranging from $150 to $400, also includes a red bulletproof vest that can be kept in schools and handed out to children by teachers in an emergency. At a sealed-off area in one corner of Caballero's factory, several employees dressed in white lab coats fine-tune his secret anti-ballistics fabric formula, which include multiple layers of aramid nylons and synthetic fibres. The material is then sewn into garments, making it almost impossible to detect to the naked eye. Caballero has so much confidence in his bulletproof clothes that he shoots his employees from close range to test the designs. And he's also personally carried out the ballistic tests with handguns at the factory testing lab to make sure his children's clothing line can withstand a barrage of bullets.
The most common ammunition using in this moment the people is 9mm, 357, 38. We can stop this type of ammunition: pistol, revolvers, or submachine guns. We cannot stop the high rifle like a 5.56 or 7.62.
The US market has been a tough one to crack so far, says Caballero. His latest collection will allow him to tap into the new demand for children's protective wear driven by parents' fear in the US.
We try to participate in the tenders in USA, but always they say, no, you have to be with the product made in USA. But now with this innovation, they don't have another option. We are the first in the market. We are showing to our competitors of the bulletproof vest there, we have the innovation.
Caballero sells about 32,000 garments a year, mainly in Latin America and the Middle East, mostly to Qatar and Dubai. When presidents step out in public in Latin America, there's a good chance they and their bodyguards will be wearing a Caballero made in Colombia bulletproof garment.
The president from Ecuador, Salvador, Paraguay, we have more, but they say you cannot mention nothing.
His garments sell on average for $1,600, rising up to around $3,000 for a tailor-made bulletproof jacket. 20 years ago, such a jacket would have weighed 7 kilograms. Today's bestseller is a black Italian leather jacket that just weighs over 1 kilogram.
Now we are with the regular sales in 16 countries. We have 11 presidents in Latin America with our clothing. Now we are 235 people, and we increased the production to 50 people more in 2 months. We have directly operation in Mexico, Peru, Colombia. The 95% of the total of the sales is international sales. 5% is only in Colombia. United States noticed a huge market for us. Now we are waiting to open the market with that.
Back on the factory shop floor, Giovanni Cordero, the company's marketing director, says calls from parents just keep coming in. It's meant he's not had to develop a marketing strategy.
As a common marketing director, we'll say, okay, let's go to do a lot of advertising. We have TV commercials, radio spots, things like that. But in this case, we are not spending $1 in advertising. The word of mouth, that's it. This is our strategy.
Caballero expects a distributor in the US to put in a big sales order very soon. A.J. Zabatny, who heads a security consultancy firm in the US called Elite Sterling Security, is on the factory floor as Monocle visits. He's hoping to become the first and main distributor of Caballero's kids collection in the US. He's a big fan of the bulletproof gear because it blends in so well and doesn't attract any attention.
I have bought a couple of samples for myself. I have maybe 4 or 5 of Miguel Caballero's items, and beautiful. And I've worn them to meetings, and I've worn them out to, out to the mountains when it snowed recently in Colorado. And nobody has noticed that I was wearing anything ballistic, which was good. And of course, I did not mention it until later on in the evening with my friends. I said, "Guess what, guys? This is what I'm wearing." And they said, "No, get out of here. It doesn't, no way." But again, they were all surprised. At the end of the day, they were very surprised that I was wearing something that blended in with everybody. And that is a very good thing.
For Monocle in Bogota, I'm Anastasia Maloney.
And you are listening to the Monocle Daily.